Hi, welcome to Sikkhon.com. In today's video, we are going to learn how to use the if function in the Excel sheet. For reference, we can use the mark sheet that we have prepared in our last video, where we left out how to get the grades. In today's video, we'll learn how we can use if function in our Excel and how we can complete our mark sheet. If you haven't seen the last video, class 4, then you can go and watch that first for better understanding. So now we are going to open our Excel sheet that we had made in our last video. As here we can see, we have already calculated the total number according to the subjects and the average numbers too. We got the minimum and maximum as well. And then we learned the function of calculating first, second and third. In today's video, we are going to learn about grades. Like among these students, which grade they have obtained, that we will see in this video and learn how to do that. So for calculating the grades, we have to use a formula named if. The basic meaning of if is on condition that. So what we want to get here is on condition that any student gets 500 to 600, then we can consider that A+. If anyone gets 400 to 500, then A-. And if anyone gets from 350 to 400, then A. In this way, we will decide the grades for each number. So here we are facing if situation. So as we are already working with if, so we have to use one if. At first, we will arrange all our marks and grades at one place. In this way, we will select two rows and columns. Now for giving border, we have to click on the border option. We have already learned this in the previous videos. So let's give a border and then we will enlarge this column. Now I write marks, then tab, then we will write grade. Okay. So now we will select one color. Here we will input all the marks, like for example, between 500 to 600. Then it will be A+. Actually, this is just an example. The number and the grades are not fixed. We can put the number according to our convenience. Like if we do according to the subject, it will be 80 to 100, or it can be 70 to 80, or it can be 200 to 300. It totally depends on the scale that we are using. And we have to understand in what place we are using if. It basically depends on what we are using. So once we understand the function, we can use it anywhere we want. We can also use this in terms of salary. For example, if we get 2,000, then we can give an A. If we get 10,000, then we can give a D. Here, our main motive is to understand the purpose of if and in what case we can use it. So in this case, we have to understand where we can use the term if, and only in those places we will use the term if. Let's understand this with an example. Between 400 to 500 will be an A. Minus. Now if we write between 350 to 400, then it will become A. Then if anyone gets between 300 to 350, then it becomes B. So now we will arrange our grades. Let's write about the function first. For writing the function, we have to click on the grade box first. For writing any function, we have to always start with an equal. So let's write equal, then if. After writing, we will give a bracket. Here the main thing is that from which box we have to perform the functions. And we have to see from which box we will get the result if the number is between 400 to 500. We will select that box first. So here we want J8 to function. So let's write J8. After writing J8, we will give this arrow mark, which means greater than. When we will work according to function, the number should be more than 400. And we will give equal. It means if anyone gets 500 or more than 500, let me say it again. If anyone gets 500 or more than 500, they will have the same grade. So here we will write if J8 is greater than or equal to 500. So 500. So if it is more than 500, then we will give a comma, a tab, sorry. Then it will be A+. Then we'll press enter. Okay. Now we can see that our report has already came. It has come false, but the command that we have given is that if our box has 500 or more than 500, then it is A+. But we can see that our number is 498, that's why our result is false. So let's increase the number of a subject, like if we write 90 and press enter, then our total will become 523. Then we can see it converts to A+. Let's undo. So now we can see it again converted to false. That's because we haven't set any function for numbers under 500. So what we will do is copy the function from if, then we will give a comma, and then we will paste. After pasting, we will write if it is more than 400, because here we have given 400 to 500, so it has to be more than 400, then it will be A-. Now if I press enter, then you'll see automatically it converted to A-. The reason is if we will get more than 500, then it will be A+, and if below 500, then A-. And here we have 498. If we again increase the number here, let's say 95, then automatically we will see it converted to A+. Okay. So we can see that we have already connected two commands in our grades. Now after that, when we copy, we need to remember one thing, that here, if we do copy and paste, last time we have copied it from if up to the bracket, totally. So here we have to remember that after that we will copy up to the double squares closing point only. That means we will copy up to the last point of the bracket. After copying, the first thing we did was double tap. After that we will give comma. Then we will paste it. So we can see that in my first bracket, we will put the comma before closing and then paste again. And now in my new one, we will make a new closing. It means no matter how many times I copy paste, I have to keep in mind the double square. I have to give a comma and then paste the next one. So let's look at the program properly so that we can get a better understanding. Okay. So now we will see that if we have 400, then it will be A-. So after that, now we want if it is 350 or more than 350. It can be concluded as A. Now again, we will do the same, that is copying from comma. Obviously, we will copy up to the double square. Then after the double quote, we will paste it and give a closing bracket. In that we will give if it is more than 300, then it will become a B grade. Then we press enter. Then we will see that our function is working. So the result is, as we have already set, that it should be 500 or more than 500. And here we have 528. That's why we got A+. So now let's drag it downwards. See, now according to the numbers, the grades are already in. So A+, A-, and A. In this way, our grades are updated. So in this way, simply we can use if-else commands and calculate and update our grades in a mark sheet and prepare a proper result. Here we will see one more thing, the average number we have calculated. That is not in the number format. It means after the point, certain numbers are there which we can conclude as average. In this case, the numbering looks very bad. So we can rectify this in a very simple and easy way. So let's now select the entire box. After that, from upward, we will look here at our number box and see general has been selected. So when we will click on this, then we will witness a lot of formats about which we will learn in our next tutorial. Our first general can be a number as well as a text. If we block the next one and convert it into number format, then we will see automatically the extra points have been merged into just 2 points. I mean 2 digits after the point. So in this way, we can change our formatting so that our number format can work perfectly. So in this way, we can prepare our mark sheet in simple and very easy way. Also, in this, we can add a lot of more things by just learning some functions. So in the upcoming classes, it is not necessary that only these functions will be required. Just to know the basics and how to make it, we have seen this as an example. In the next class, we will learn about some updated version, so we can use all of that in our mark sheet or our salary sheet as per our requirement. Thank you for watching Sikkhon.com.